avoid dairy. Imagine this is going into your body. Look what happens. It is like liquid phlegm. This is something that just sits in your body like mucus. And this is particularly important if you have something like PCOS, endometriosis, fibroids, where you need to get that inflammation out of your system.
Yeah guys, avoid grapes. Imagine this going into your body. Look what happens. It's like solid stones blocking up your stomach. Come on, are we actually being serious? Time school. If it wasn't clear, your stomach is not a glass of water, for crying out loud. Your stomach actually moves, it's far more acidic, and it digests dairy proteins completely. It doesn't sit there like phlegm. We've actually got clinical studies on this dating back to the 1990s directly addressing the dairy causes mucus claim. 51 people with a cold consumed 0 to 11 glasses of milk a day and they weighed their nasal secretions. They found no link between dairy or milk intake and mucus production. And get this, participants who thought that milk caused mucus simply perceived thicker secretions. It wasn't actually reality. That's what we call a nocebo effect, and several other studies back up this claim as well. Secondly, she implied that dairy causes or contributes to inflammation, especially if you have hormonal or metabolic disorders like PCOS or endometriosis. Well, that's also incorrect. This meta-analysis of 11 randomized control trials found that the high consumption of dairy products compared to low or no dairy intake, they actually reduced the inflammatory markers CRP, TNF-alpha, interleukin-6 and MCP, as well as increasing adiponectin levels, which is an anti-inflammatory and insulin-sensitizing hormone produced by fat cells. Some crossover trials do find neutral effects, but one thing is clear, dairy doesn't cause inflammation. If anything, it improves it. And the only real evidence we have of dairy and PCOS specifically come from meta-analyses like these on 11 studies, do find that diets that reduce dairy and total starch and total energy do lead to improvements, such as body weight, BMI, waist circumference, fasting insulin and total testosterone. But these benefits can be attributed to losing weight and a lower total calorie intake rather than cutting out dairy per se. So if you're lactose intolerant or want to avoid dairy for ethical or environmental reasons, then sure. Then choose lactose-free or plant-based options, but dairy itself doesn't clog you up or cause hormonal inflammation. Class dismissed.